Hello everyone, thank you very much for taking the time to join our webinar tonight. My name is Mike, I'm the training manager here at Salamander Pumps, and I'm joined by Charlotte, who's the technical engineer liaison supervisor, is that right?
That's what I got for, but hi everyone.
So again, thanks for joining. Today we're going to be discussing a new product that Salamander has, and it's not a pump, it's a device that we think or hope plumbers will use day to day, whether you need to measure water flow, temperature, pressure, or water hardness. So what I'll be doing is I'll be showing you the product itself. There's a few slides and I'll talk you through the product, demonstrate it, and then obviously any questions you want to ask. Hi Graham, any questions you want to ask, just shout out. Charlotte, you keep an eye on the questions.
Yeah, I do.
And if we don't get back to you during the webinar, we'll come back to you in an email and answer any questions we miss. And there's also a competition today to win a £30 Amazon voucher, so watch out for the question and we'll announce the winner today and then contact you separately. Hi Levi, hi Mark. So what we'll do, I'll just go through the slides with you first of all. If anyone can see that, yeah? Good.
Just assume so.
I'll just assume so, yeah. Hi Claire, thank you. So AquaScan is a new product from Salamander Pumps. Basically, what you do already, whether it's measuring flow, pressure, water hardness, and temperature, you do on specification calls, on installation or commissioning, on servicing or fault finding. Charlotte, you work with a lot of the engineers.
Yeah, and I know everyone normally has like different tools. You have to carry about loads of different ones. Like in this case, you get them all in one place.
Yeah, exactly.
And it looks dead professional as well when you're walking in with like the one unit.
Yeah, I mean, basically saying, Charlotte's in there, you've got thermometers, you've got pressure gauges, you've got hardness strips or a TDS meter. This is a product, hopefully, this AquaScan product combines all of those ways of measuring water hardness, flow, pressure, temperature in one compact, portable, and digital device. So it's a multimeter for you guys to use, regardless if you're doing, like, say, installation or specification. Let's say AquaScan's a digital water multimeter, combining all those ways of measuring when you're on site. It's precise, so Charlotte, you can say engineers when they go on site with a wear cup or the wear gauge, and trying to get the accuracy from using tools like that. It works, but it is accurate, and the AquaScan is.
Yeah, it's definitely like, especially with like your mains products, things like that.
Yeah,
like static pressure and what have you. It is much easier way to read it. Definitely.
I think that's the thing as well when you're trying to show a customer what flow they have of the property or what pressure they have or even what temperature, having everything around you and trying to show that and explain that.
It's on a digital screen as well, so you can literally just say like, look, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There you go.
You can interpret the data dead easy from the screen, can't you? And I'll show you that when I'm showing you the product as well. It's a really nifty bit of kit. It's it comes in a hardware case to protect the unit itself, and you get a 1-year manufacturing warranty with it. And I think when we're showing it and displaying it, you'll see how easy it is to use as well. What's in the box? So basically, you get the AquaScan. Thank you, Charlotte.
I'll get it out. Okay.
Thank you. So you get the AquaScan and you get the detachable isolation valve on the bottom. There are 11 different attachments as well. Just show you some of these. Yeah, thank you. So we've thought about every kind of connection that you might want to use the AquaScan to. So if it's an open-ended pipe or it's a mixer tap, you get the flexible hose as well, just to make life easier if you're in a sink or you want to push the water into a bucket elsewhere. There's a flexible hose connection, there's a washer kit, there's a USB charging kit, just charges at the bottom, same as your phone would, and USB-C to USB charger kit. We'll put a user guide in there as well. There's a brochure for mains and gravity, so bear in mind what results you get from the AquaScan. Then you can actually go to our product range and select the product from that. And there's a little notepad in there as well, just so you can take your results, drop them down, show your customer, and then obviously come back with a solution to your customer.
Yeah, and if you need any extra help, obviously, you can always come back to our technical team with those results as well, and we can, take you through step by step further to help you with the products. Yeah,
we've got loads of support there you guys will know basically when I show you how easy it is to use it, what you're using it for, where you'd use it. Like I say, it's you don't have to have a Salamander product, you don't have to have a pump. No. It's basically a tool for you guys to do your job a little bit easier, a little bit quicker, and then find a solution from the results, and then put that in place for your customer.
Yeah.
What can it measure? We've only mentioned a few of it. So pressure, you can measure both static and dynamic pressure. So if it's an installation, you can check your mains dynamic pressure, your standing pressure. You can use it to help identify suitable mains products. You can monitor static pressure as well. So in effect, if you've got it on an outlet of a new bit of pipe work and you're measuring the static pressure, if it drops on the screen, then obviously between that outlet and the inlet to that pipe, there's a leak somewhere perhaps on there as well. So trying to think
could be something let in by like an isolation valve, if you've got like auto wear vents, anything like that you've got closed, if if you've got it on that standard bit of pipe work,
you can't always see as well. So you might not always see something, may have a damp patch up wall. And trying to show the customer, look, there's obviously a drop in pressure there, so there must be a leak on the system somewhere, which is showing you where the mode's coming from. The range on pressure is between 0 and 10 bar, and the accuracy is about 1.5%. So standing pressure, dynamic pressure, which I say is important if you're specifying the mains product on a system. Flow, obviously when it's in use, and I'll show you that in a minute, all 4 screens come on at once. So you've got the flow, you've got the TDS for the hardness, you've got the pressure, and you've got the temperature. So flow, you can accurately measure the incoming flow to a property or from an individual outlet. So from a garden tap would be ideal for total incoming flow, but you might want to go through different taps, open a few different taps, and get that total incoming by adding those totals up. No market doesn't need any calibration. There's very low maintenance to this as well, to be fair. As long as it's charged, there's not a lot you need to do. It comes preset, everything's ready to go once it's charged up fully. I think, Charlotte, you've probably found with engineers when they're going to site with gravity fed systems, if they've got a whole house pump and they probably haven't got enough flow from an outlet. So on a bath tap or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can use it for bath taps, sink taps, things like that. Obviously, shower head, not so much. But you can take it off from the shower head to see if there's any restrictions sort of coming through from the shower valve to the shower hose itself. And obviously, you can see if you've got you can also see, or you can check to see if you've got the right pump if you mix them with cold mains as well on our gravity range. So it's just handy, definitely.
And I think because it's there in front of you on the screen, like you say, you're not trying to get your weir cup underneath. You're not trying to guess. There's no guesstimate. It's an actual reading, digital reading for the customer as well.
Especially when you've got like quite a a large tap. Sometimes you don't catch everything. So at least where this is, you might spill some. So at least with that, it's there and it's catching everything through the meter.
I think with flow sounds really easy to measure and show a customer, but customer only show them with a weir cup. They're not sure what they're looking at anyway. So this is really simple. And like I say, you're going to do flow, whether it's a specification or it's a service call or it's a pump spec. The range on this is from 0 to 30 litres per minute. And accuracy again 1.25%. So it's really accurate with a kit for doing again what you do anyway. Well, I haven't got my weir cup in one hand. I'm not going around checking the temperature with the
thermometer behind your ear and that.
Exactly. You've done it before. Temperature, obviously another thing that you'd be checking, whether it's a service call or you're signing work off, but also from a safety perspective as well. We always know about Legionnaires or scalding, so checking temperature is important and be accurate with the temperature as well. And making sure that the temperature of the water from the outlet's safe, whether you need to fit TMVs, things like that. But also energy efficiency and fault finding as well. So if you've got an inlet temperature and an outlet temperature from a boiler, from a combi, you can see if maybe there's parts that need replacement in the boiler. It's measuring the temperature of water at the same time it's measuring the flow of water. So it's doing two things in this case at once.
I think as well with temperature as well, like if the customer's saying, oh, I've got really, like, this tap's cold, this tap's hot, blah blah blah, you can literally put it on each one and just say, right, okay, and see if that actually is a difference. So it's just them, as customers can be.
You could be using it, like you say, on a shower valve, and that you're proving the shower valve needs replacing because everywhere else is fine. It's that shower valve, the shower cartridge, whether it's too hot, too cold. You can also check the water distribution through a pipe, so the temperature from inlet to outlet, what it should be in 30 seconds. So it's what you do already. It's just doing it in a better way. The range is up to 85 degrees, with again an accuracy 1.25%. So Hi Graham. The product is available this month. So once we've had them tested in the field with our engineers use it. So we have
we've took them home as well and had a go with them.
All of our technical team have actually been taking this home to measure their own flow temperature, water hardness in their property. So we've got some good honest reviews, and obviously on our social medias and things like that, you'll see people have been using it. And obviously it'll be available soon for you to use it too. Water hardness. So it's measuring water hardness via total dissolved solids, TDS. Charlotte,
I forget that all the time.
You forget that all the time, TDS, total dissolved solids. So basically, there's two probes in the body, in the chamber, the unit, and it gives an indication of how hard the water is in that area. Obviously, it varies depending on where you are in the country, but again, it's an accurate reading. I've used the test strips before that change colour. Not always brilliant to try and work out what colour it's went, how quick it's went, but this is giving you a digital reading. It'll tell you if it's soft, moderately hard, or very hard water in your area.
I mean, you've seen a massive difference at you in Newcastle compared to us in Sunderland.
Just down the road,
So it's like, what, 20 minutes away?
Yeah, Newcastle have harder water than using Sunderland. Tastes better as well, probably. But it's a good tool to have to then tell a customer maybe if they're having a boiler that breaks down regularly, or they have a shower head that scales up. You can show them. You can say, look, there's a need maybe for a water conditioner or water softener in this area. This is what you've got, and this is why I'm suggesting this product. So the guesswork or the customer's attitude, like, oh, you don't know what to believe. The customer doesn't always know what to believe when you're telling them. And
whereas at least when it's there on the screen and they can see you actually testing it, they can stand over you while you're testing it. They can see it up on the screen themselves.
You can't hide from the results because it's live. Product specification, fault finding. Again, like I say, if you've got plate heat exchanger that's scaling up, things like that, you can show the customer why you've been back because the pump scaled up and things like that. Ranges from 0 to 1,000 parts per million. Let's say if you can identify a fault using the AquaScan, whether it's flow and you need a pump, or it's water hardness and you need a water conditioner, the tool is there to help you and then help the customer in return for that as well. Quiz time. Sure.
I've forgotten already.
You've forgotten already. Don't worry. What we're going to ask is, what does the abbreviation TDS stand for? If you Levi, that was so quick. I haven't finished the sentence. Well done. Charlotte will tell you if you're right when we come back to it. So yeah, what does the abbreviation TDS stand for? Which is something the AquaScan can tell you, but Charlotte's going to tell you when we come back in a minute. What I'm going to show you now is just basically the screen working, showing you what it's doing. Is I've got it connected. We've set a little rig up here. So I'll show you how to turn it on, show you what screens are reading what, and have a little look at it.
Yeah.
Just change this. So what we've got here is basically three different types of outlets. So we've got an open end, got an outside tap, and just a mixer tap, a base and tap here. So 3/4 connection on the outside tap, you can connect straight onto there. So if you're doing a flow rate test, probably the best place to do that at a property from an incoming flow is from an outside tap. Say isolation valve underneath there, so just tighten that up. It's closed at the minute, so basically on the horizontal it's closed. Shift that way, maybe a little bit. You can see that. So what we'll do, we'll turn the unit on just by holding down the power button. I might have to raise that. You might raise that up.
Yeah.
So that's good. Spot on. So you can see there, as I turn the screen on, you've got all 4 measurements at once. You've got the flow measured in litres per minute, the temperature, the TDS, which isn't shown at the moment because there's no water going through, there's no water held inside there, and the pressure, which will show both the working pressure, or standard pressure, sorry, and the dynamic pressure, sorry. So what we'll do, open the isolation valve first. This is where Charlotte usually gets wet. So you can see when I open the outlet clip, you can see the column in the middle, the animated column in the middle, just showing that there's actually water running through the product. So currently it's showing a flow rate of 9.8 litres per minute.
Probably say that's about 8.5.
Yeah. And the temperature is 28, 27 degrees Celsius. So what we say is leave it for 30 or 60 seconds just to stabilise. Do an average, maybe use 3 different readings. But it's showing flow and temperature at the same time. You notice that the TDS and the standard pressure obviously isn't shown because the isolation valve's open. The 3 control buttons at the front, you've got your power button in the middle. You've got a screen change. So just dip that down, Charlotte. There you go. Perfect. You can change the screen. It's showing exactly the same results, just in a different format. So you might want to use this one if you're in a loft space, a bit brighter perhaps, or just gives you a little bit of a choice, but it's displaying exactly the same readings on 2 different screens. You'll press it again and toggle to the next screen. There's a QR code. If you get your phone as an engineer and you scan that, is that heavy, Charlotte?
Yes.
If you get your phone and you scan that, what that'll do is it'll take you to our installer hub, and then you can enter the results in there. You can see what products would be related to the results you get. So if it's low flow, what you can do to improve that. If it's water hardness and it's really hard, what you can do to improve that as well. Now just travel back to that screen. You notice as well, there's peaks. So if I open another outlet on the system, you know, the flow on this one of this tap drops down. That's going to open, sorry. But it's keeping the peak reading at 9 litres per minute, which is what it was without this tap on. What I can do is just press the reset button, and that'll take it back down to 0. So it's 7, which is the peak at the minute. If I close this outlet off, it's rising up the natural flow. The live reading's going up to 8, 9. Shut it back down again. It's still keeping the higher reading. You can see about any fluctuations in the system. It would still keep the highest reading at 9 there. Now it's obviously dropping down to 7. And then just reset that if you need to. Sorry, Charlotte. Thanks for holding that.
Sorry.
It's not like that. The TDS as well is showing you the total dissolved solids, and that'll show when you isolate the valve. So I'll show you that now, Charlotte. Just lift it back up.
It's getting his money's worth.
I'm getting my money's worth today up here. Thank you. So when we close the isolation valve on the bottom, just 1/4 turn. You can see now the center columns stopped. The animation stopped. So it's saying basically there's water in the unit. To measure TDS, you have to hold the water in the unit, and it's just reading there that it's 82, 83. So it's settled down there, 82, 83 parts per million. So that's basically soft water. It tells you underneath there it's soft. The pressure, the standard pressure there is 0.6 bar. Obviously on the unit I've got there, you're not going to get any great results on the standard pressure, to be fair. It's not reading the flow. It's still reading the temperature that's held inside the unit. And then as soon as I open the outlet again, you notice the pressure's gone off the standing pressure, and the TDS is removed as well, and we'll go back to flow. So basically, like I say, it's doing everything that you're doing anyway. It's just doing it in a better, quicker, more accurate way, saving you time on site because you're getting all the results there in one go. It's making your job a little bit easier. You're not backing down to your van, and basically the support we've got with the tool. So the QR code, the tech team, we can find your product based on the results you're getting. But it's not just for Salamander products. Anywhere you want to measure flow, temperature, water hardness, water pressure, you can. You can use it anywhere where you're using that.
Kind of good.
You know, within the tolerances. Water-wise, it's clean water, so no oils. It's basically the easiest bit of kit I think I've seen.
Yeah.
I know people say, well, what's wrong with a weigh cup and a thermometer?
Nothing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Just all in one there, so it just makes it easier.
Yeah. It's like having a screwdriver, just the same as electric screwdriver, but it's just a little bit easier. Doing it to a but just you prefer things on site. It's all about time on site. Okay. All about time on site and how much time you need to be there. And if you can actually show your customer what this AquaScan is showing you, and you can explain that in an easy way, then hopefully
saves on paperwork as well, because you can just say there, they can take a screenshot of it if they want to. Like, you know, like
we've got some FAQs, and we've been taking FAQs from customers when we've done surveys and people asking about the product as well. So we'll go back to that question and answer. I think Levi
got in there
got
first.
That right. Yeah. So full dissolved solids is the answer. So what we'll do, Levi, we'll get in touch with you afterwards, and we'll get your address, and we'll send you a £30 Amazon voucher out, and then you could probably use it towards an AquaScan, maybe. Yeah, not telling you how to spend your money, but yeah, there's an option there. Some of the questions we've had so far, the most common questions we get is it mains or battery operated? So just like a phone, on the bottom of the unit there is a USB-C.
It is.
USB-C charging port. You can charge that in your van on the way to a job. You can charge it overnight. It's about 12 hours battery life. There's an automatic shut off as well. So if you sat there, you don't have to remember to turn it off. It'll shut off automatically after 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Save on your battery. We should get a full days.
USB as well. Like if you're in the van, you can plug it in there.
12 hours during the day is enough to do your job, isn't it? So if you're working for 12 hours. Yeah. But yeah, it's auto shut down after 20 minutes as well. Does AquaScan measure any liquid? I think we just mentioned that before. Not suitable for anything other than clean water, and in places where like in the medical field, so diagnostic readings and things like that, we wouldn't use this. More for domestic.
Yeah.
Like I say, within the tolerances that we mentioned earlier on, the maximum literage per minute, the maximum bar pressure is where you can use it day in and day out when you're doing work in customers' houses.
Yeah.
There's a list we can get to you, Levi, for after the webinar about where you can purchase it from. And obviously we'd normally say for the product, you shop around, you get it, but the product's launched this month, and it'll be going to branches, plumber merchants. So what I'll do is we'll give you a list of those merchants in your area, so that you've got the go-to, if you like. We'll send that to you after the webinar. You need to hard install and pipe work during testing. No, it's portable, so that's the beauty of it. So I'm not leaving it in site and then having to configure pipe work to fit it in. It's basically connecting to an outlet. You can leave it on. You can leave it on and test by maybe an average test for flow,
different outlets, things like that. Water
pressure, flow fluctuates through the day. So you might want to leave it as you're doing other things in the house. And then, like I say, the peak reading, they'll always keep the highest reading. So if you get back to it and it's dropped, so you're checking standing pressure and it's dropped off, gives you an indication something's not right before that outlet. Or if the flow is fluctuating, you can kind of judge or average that to see what's coming during the day.
Yeah.
Can I use the AquaScan with Salamander pump? No, you don't have to have a Salamander pump. It's a Salamander product, and hopefully using it will help you choose products that we've got in our range of pumps, conditioners.
Yeah.
But no, it'll help you, definitely help you with mains products or gravity fed products. But it's a tool. It's something we've never done before, so it's exciting for us as well, to actually do something a little bit different. And there's nothing you can get on the market in the minute that actually does all four at the same time in one unit that's portable. So it's unique in that respect. And I think that's about it. If there's any question for you guys, obviously you can drop us an email. You can find us or follow us on Facebook, on X or Twitter. Charlotte, yeah.
I was going to say, what's X? It's Twitter,
isn't it? Yeah. LinkedIn and YouTube. Yeah. So if you want to get in touch with us, you can. We'll have a great customer service team here as well. So if you've got any questions about the product, ring up and ask about it, and we'll give you as much information as we can. If you follow us on our social media, you'll see engineers out in the field using it that have been using the product to give us the feedback that we were after before launch.
Yeah.
We're really confident it's something you guys can use day in, day out. And like I said, it depends when you'd need to use all of it, but you might use it on a service, you might need a commission.
Yeah, definitely good to be part of just your standard kit, really.
Yeah, of course. There's all like nice shiny tools, don't we? So yeah.
Whether you're a sole trader or if you've got like, a few engineers, it's handy for them to just have on the van. And then if they do lose the flow cup or lose the thermometer or whatever, it's all in
place. Back of your van looking for your thermometer and everything in. Like I say, everything's in a carry case as well. So all sticks away in a really solid case. That's AquaScan. Thanks very much, Charlie. Have you got anything to?
No, I think we've covered, unless anyone's got any other questions. But like you say, they can always email them over if you want to.
Definitely send us an email, get in touch with us. Let us know how you feel about the product, and then we'll be doing a webinar next. We haven't actually got a topic for the next webinar, so if you guys want to give us some ideas what you want us to talk about, again, drop us an email and let us know. Thank you for spending Wednesday evening listening to us too, but I hope you found something in the product that you like and that you realise where that would fit in your day-to-day work. Thanks very much.
Oh, wait there.
That's it. There's a question at the bottom. There's a chargeable service. I'm not sure what you mean.
Do you mean like if you're using it for your customer, Graham? Also, you say for example, if a customer's wanting you to check what flow and things they have, I mean, it's your tool.
Yeah, it's your tool. Warranties with the owner. Yeah, warranties with the owner. But it's. I think there's probably other things we can think about using the product for as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's going to suit an installer or plumber in different ways, depending on what you do in a day to day. But if you buy that, the warranties with you as the owner. But maybe give us an email, Graham, just so I understand exactly what you mean. And then we can have a chat offline as well. But keep an eye on the socials, and any other products will come out. We'll be sure to do a webinar as well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Levi's, well done. Take care. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you. Cheers.